In a forgotten corner of the world, tucked away in a small, impoverished village, lived a little girl named Muni. She wasn't just any girl. She had a sparkle in her eyes, a quick mind, and a spirit that refused to be dimmed by her family's humble circumstances. While many children her age were busy with games, Muni's greatest joy was found within the pages of her script. She was the star student, always polite, always eager to learn, and her teachers saw a brilliant future ahead of her. But between Muni and her dream of an education lay a formidable obstacle, a wide, unpredictable river. Every morning she'd stand at its bank, her school visible on the other side, a beacon of hope just out of reach. On sunny days, the crossing was manageable, a careful trek across slippery submerged stones. But when the monsoon rains came, the river transformed. It swelled into a raging, muddy torrent, a dangerous beast that swallowed the stepping stones and made crossing impossible. Days, sometimes weeks, would pass where Muni was forced to stay home. Staring across the water, her heart aching with the frustration of missed lessons. The thought of falling behind her classmates was a constant worry. She knew deep down that education was her only way out, not just for herself, but for her entire village. One rainy afternoon, as Muni watched the river churn, a new kind of determination settled in her heart. She was tired of being a victim of circumstance, of letting a body of water dictate her future. She ran to her father, a carpenter with calloused hands and a kind heart, and shared a bold idea. "Papa," she said, her voice filled with conviction, "we need to build a raft. If the river won't let me cross, I'll find a way to float over it." Her father looked at his daughter, her small frame radiating immense strength, and a proud smile touched his lips. He saw the same resilient spirit in her that had carried their family through countless hardships. Together, they set to work. They gathered fallen branches and sturdy logs, scavenging for anything that could be bound together. Her father, using the few tools he owned, shaped and smoothed the wood. Muni, with her nimble fingers, helped tie the pieces together with strong vines and ropes they found in the forest. It was hard, grueling work. Splinters dug into their hands, and the sun beat down on their backs. The other villagers watched, some with skepticism, others with a glimmer of admiration. "What are they doing?" they'd whisper. "A little girl can't tame the river." But Muni and her father ignored the whispers. Their raft was more than just wood and rope. It was a vessel of hope, a tangible symbol of their refusal to give up. Finally, the day came. The raft, rough and simple, was complete. It wasn't much to look at, but to Muni, it was the most beautiful thing in the world. With her father's help, she pushed it into the water. As she pulled her way across the river for the first time, her heart swelled with a feeling of triumph she had never known. The water still churned beneath her, but she was no longer at its mercy. She was in control. Day after day, rain or shine, Muni crossed the river on her homemade raft. Her attendance at school became perfect. She devoured every lesson, her mind sharp and her spirit soaring. She wasn't just catching up. She was excelling, leaving her peers and even her own expectations behind. But her incredible story of determination didn't go unnoticed. One of her teachers, deeply moved by her perseverance, shared Muni's journey with a local newspaper. The article, titled "The Girl Who Tamed the River," spread like wildfire. It captured the hearts of people far beyond her small village. Soon, representatives from a prestigious scholarship foundation arrived. They had read about the girl who built a raft for her education and wanted to meet her. When they saw the humble raft and met the bright, articulate girl who built it, they were astounded. Muni was awarded a full scholarship to one of the best schools in the country. Leaving her village was bittersweet. She hugged her parents, her raft-building partner, with tears in her eyes, promising to make them proud. The city was a world away from her village. The buildings were taller, the streets were busier, and the school was bigger than anything she could have imagined. But Muni carried the lessons of the river with her: perseverance, resilience, and the belief that no obstacle is too great if you have the courage to face it. She studied harder than ever, driven by the memory of her village and the promise she had made to herself. The years flew by. Muni graduated with top honors, her mind filled with knowledge and her heart full of dreams. She became a civil servant, a respected officer with the power to enact real change. But she never forgot where she came from. She never forgot the little girl standing at the edge of a raging river. One day, Muni returned to her village. This time, she didn't come with a backpack full of books, but with a team of engineers and a government-approved blueprint. She stood at the riverbank, not as a helpless child, but as a confident leader. She pointed across the water to the same spot where her school still stood. "Here," she announced, her voice ringing with authority and emotion, "we will build a bridge." The villagers, who once whispered in doubt, now cheered in celebration. They watched in awe as construction began. Concrete pillars rose from the riverbed, and steel beams stretched from one bank to the other. Muni was there every step of the way, overseeing the project that was the culmination of her life's journey. It was more than a bridge of concrete and steel. It was a bridge of hope, a testament to the power of one girl's dream. It connected her village to the world of opportunity, ensuring that no child would ever again have to choose between their safety and their education. The day the bridge was inaugurated was a festival for the entire village. Muni, now a celebrated hero in her community, stood at the center of the bridge, her father by her side. She looked at the water flowing peacefully below, the same water that had once been her biggest adversary. She had not just crossed the river. She had conquered it. Not with a simple raft, but with an unbreakable will. Her story became a legend, a powerful reminder that with courage and education, you can not only change your own destiny, but also build a bridge to a better future for everyone around you. Thank you so much for watching. If Muni's story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that move and motivate. See you in the next one.